All right. Like 2 more minutes, we're gonna start up. Okay, 4 minute mark. We have 12 people so far. All right, we're gonna start getting things going. So everyone should have this paper here. I'm not going to try to put the paper in front and go through the changes. There you go. All right, so let's read this over. So what I did was, I'm gonna be honest, I went online and I was looking for a sales paper, and Safeway had a Halloween sales paper thing. So I was like, okay, cool, this works. So I snatched a clip out of their Halloween sales paper. I think this sale actually ends on November the 1st. But anyway, it says that they are Driscoll's sweet strawberries, 2 pounds for $5 each. Now, if you came after school, I think I said I think bunches, whatever. We're just gonna stick with pounds, all right? So you have 2 pounds of the Driscoll sweet strawberries for $5 each. So then we have a series of challenges. So it says, Safeway has a Halloween special on strawberries. Until November the 1st, strawberries are on sale. You can get 2 bunches, scratch the bunches, place pounds there. 2 pounds of strawberries for $5. Using this information, do the following. So one, create a unit rate. So, we know the original rate is going to be, hopefully you know this. Well, let's talk about this. So you have your fraction bar here. Type in what is going to be in the denominator. Will it be the money or the pounds? Type that in. Y'all gonna type something in? Let me repeat the question. You have your fraction bar here. As we look at this challenge in front of us in the market, what is going to be in the denominator? Will it be the pounds or will it be the money? Type in either the pound sign or the money sign or the dollar sign, and I'll know. Okay, so pounds, pounds, pounds. Nicholas, I said that looking at this challenge. Okay, good, you got it. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Looks like everybody understands that the pounds will be at the bottom. And remember, the reason why is because that the amount of pounds influence the amount of money that we spend. Okay, so you just ask your parents if that doesn't make sense. Okay, talk to your parents as soon as you get off of here. All right, so we have that one. So the original one, remember, was 5/2. That was the original numbers they gave you. Remember, I think at the end it said 2 pounds of the strawberries for $5. We asked for the unit rate. Okay, if I'm asking for the unit rate and you don't see one denominator, it's time to say those two words. And what are those two words? Tiger Woods. Okay, so you're gonna do the Tiger Woods, we're gonna wind up. We're gonna make sure that the number at the bottom is outside the house. Okay, something like that if you want to see it that way. So once we find the quotient, and for this type of challenges, you do not have to show work, it's too easy. Once we find the quotient, you're gonna find that the unit rate is going to be this. And notice what I'm doing here. Tomorrow you take the assessment, you're going to be told to write down what it is in the lines and then put the number. Because a lot of you still won't write down the topic. You still won't put the number. So I'm hopefully, this will force you to do a little better job. So notice here, unit rate number 1 inside this square, rectangle, whatever that shape is right there. All right. So now let's look at challenge number 2. It says place that unit rate into a proportion equation. As you look, and you'll see the same type of paper tomorrow or some very similar. Notice I put the number 2, the reference, the question number. I put down proportional equation right there. And there's my proportional equation. If you have y equals 2.5 times x, you did it correct. All right. How many of you guys got that? Yeah, the amount of pounds, Brandon, influences the amount of money. How many of you guys understand that idea there? Give me a thumbs up if you understand 1 and 2. Good, Isabel. Good, good. This is good to hear, Isabella. Nice. I'm hoping everyone stands number 1 for me. Good, good. Okay, so I'm getting some thumbs up now. I'm hoping everyone stands number 2. As just your equation, all I did was slap in my unit rate. Okay, and just think, oop, this is what happens at the store in a sense. They get this unit rate. How much does it cost for a pound of grapes? No matter what you put in there, that machine will run that algorithm and it'll go, boop, you'll owe this. Okay, so now let's move on to number 3. Number 3 on your challenge says that create a table. There's our table. Let's look at number 4. It says use the proportion equation that you created use the proportional equation that you created to enter 3 ratios into the table. If you were with us after school, you notice that the numbers I used for the table were 0, 1, and 2 for the x values. You notice I put those in. The value of x here is going to be 0. I find my y is 0. Okay, 0, comma 0 here. I go to the next one, and notice I'm setting these up. EQ1, my equation 1. EQ2, my equation 2. Within this space here, I hope y'all can see this. And so let me go here. And so it said 1 pound of grapes. Well, 1 pound of grapes in this algorithm, boop, is $2.50. Now we're doing 2.5, and obviously in the real world, you'd have a 0 behind that so people could know the sense. But right now, we're just going to use some nerd math, okay? So we go over here. Let's go and get our third value that we need to for this table of values here. Third value, 2. Okay, now it's 2 pounds of grapes. We kind of know the answer already from looking at the ad, but I want you to prove it mathematically. 2 pounds of grapes, put the value X there, boop, scan, we have 5 value there. So I'm hoping that makes sense now. At this point, you've done all the work that you need to do on this side. And notice you may know the answer to these in your head. We don't care. I want to see the work for every one of these values. Why? Because I want to make sure you're able to practice the skill of solving a single step equation. That's why. All right. So now we have that. I am going to now. So now, what does it say for number five? Excuse me. It says for number five, plot the points from the table of values onto the coordinate plane provided, remembering to label each axis and number each increment. So I have a table of values here. Let me label x-axis. That's going to be the pounds of grapes. So pounds of grapes. This is going to be kind of a bad spelling because I have a bad angle here, which y'all can see. And this will be, use a dollar sign, money paid. Okay, so let's take a look at my graph that I create here. Okay, so notice my x, because remember from my ratio, my unit rate here, let me go ahead and put an x here so you can remember this. X, y. So remember my unit rate, so my x and my y here. All right. So remember when we had that table of values, when I put in a value of x for 0, what did I get for the y? 0. So notice what I did. I started with that 1 point in the system. I started with that 1 point. 0, 0. But what happened next in my table of values? When I got 1 pound and put it inside of that algorithm there, I got 1 and I got a value of 2.5. Let's look at our table of values to see if that's true. So I got 2.5 or $2.40, or 1 pound for grapes, $2.50. All right, we got to pay. Oh, I hope y'all can see that now. Okay. So then let's go here. I go to my 1 on my x-axis. I go all the way up, and look how it intersects right there with the $2.50 on the y-axis. Let me do that one more time. 0. Oh wait, 1 pound right there. $2.50 for that 1 pound. Okay. Let's see our table of values again as we plot these points. So I go right here. Look at this one right here. Oh, let me bring that up. So it says 2 pounds of grapes. I put grapes the whole time. Please, y'all forgive me. I'm tired. These are strawberries, not grapes, but whatever. So we go here, and it says that for 2 pounds of the strawberries, it says it'll be $5. We go over here, put in our algorithm, boop, we get 5. Well, we got to plot that now. So we go here. Okay, 0 pounds, no money paid. 1 pound, $2.50. Let's see what happens when I have 2 pounds of grapes. That's $5. Notice how it intersects right there at that point. That's $5. So I plotted my points. Let's really actually put those points. I just actually ran a line. We put a point there, put a point there. And actually, y'all give me a second. Let me get a red pen so you can really see this. Zero. I want y'all to see how I plotted those points. 0, 0 for my table of values. Okay. And then going to 1 and then $2.50 on my table of values. Okay. And remember, I'm always starting at 0, 0, 1. Okay. Now 0, 1, 2 pounds. And then how much? $5. Then I get my ruler, whatever I have, I lay my line. And that's it. Hey, Derek Chilnelli, I said hi too. And so then we taking care of 1 through 5. And no, it's just with us chopping it up, me going through it slowly, explain everything to you. And me waiting 5 minutes to start, we've only spent 14 minutes right now. That's done, okay? So then we have a series of questions down here. Y'all have them, so I'm not going to stick that up there. So it says, explain if the original numbers provided for this challenge created a unit rate. That's some weird wording, but essentially what I'm trying to say is that tell me if the original numbers you got, the 2 for $5, when you created that ratio, was that actually a unit rate? Guys, let me see you write that, put a response. Was that a unit rate? The initial numbers that you got from that ad, was it a unit rate? Yes or no? Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a quadrant. So the same quadrants that y'all been using. Remember, a quadrant is just 1/4 of a coordinate plane. Remember, if you play like those little shooter games, that's all it is. So here, this quadrant, y'all will get that tomorrow. So you won't have to make your own. Okay, you won't have to make your own. Why was the line like that again? Okay, cool. So Derek, here's what happens. Y'all got the table of values. Zero on my X, zero on my Y. One on my X, 2.5 on my Y. Two on my X, five on my Y. Let's make this real world talk. If I didn't buy 8 pounds of grapes, I don't pay nothing. If I get one, God, grapes, I want grapes really bad, y'all. I'm sorry. If I don't buy any pounds of strawberries, I don't have to pay anything. If I buy 1 pound of strawberries, I pay 2.50. If I buy 2 pounds of strawberries, I pay how much? $5. We're going to graph down on the chart now. So take those same numbers, keep those in your head, and look at your chart there, and we'll go here. Notice what I did. I have my table of value, my quadrant here, and I put my increments in. I could label this graph to a person. I would say like cost of strawberries by pound. So we go here. Look at I label this. I label this. I have this grapes. That should be strawberries. I'll tell you, I'm feeding for grapes. So strawberries here. And why do I put the strawberries here? Because that's the pound. You can put pounds of strawberries. And then the increments. Notice here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why am I using increments? Because they make sense. Remember, it's per pound 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound. So then go to my y axis. Now here I'm going 5/10, 1, 1 and 5/10, 2, 2 and 5/10, 3, 3 and 5/10, 4, 4 and 5/10, 5. What is this really? This is money. So really I'm saying 50 cents, a dollar 50, $2, $2.50, $3, $3.50, $4, $4.50, and $5. So that's what's happening here. So then based on my table of values, it says that if I don't get a pound of strawberries, I don't spend any money, 0, 0. Wait a second. I bought 1 pound of strawberries. Then guess what? I spent $2.50. Okay. Let me wait. Now I got 2 pounds of strawberries. Okay. 2 pounds. Okay. Looks like I had to pay $5. And so those points as you plot them guide the ruler to make that straight line. Notice here, if you really trying to clown, you could get a pound and a half and looks like for about $3.50. So we can always play with these lines once we know that. All right. I hope that makes sense. The next one says, what does a ratio have to have in its denominator to be classified as a unit rate? Everybody, go ahead and put the number that you need to have in the denominator for this to be a unit rate. Put that number in. Yeah. Okay. So next, yeah. So on the y-axis, I'm moving by 5/10, but notice on my x-axis, 1. So you got to use a little bit of common sense. Why 1 on the x-axis? Because it's a pound. Okay. 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Now you could go here and get a pound and a half. So these little spaces in between, because remember, this is like a number line. My bad. So this is like a number line. So we can still go here and say, like, what about a half a pound? I can still do that. Okay. But notice here we using 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, because we want to use the standard we use. Most people don't come and get a pound, so 1 pound, 2 pound. You don't get some people get a pound and a half. We got that covered, but that's not the number. That's really the big important number here. On the 5/10, why am I using a decimal number to make y'all mad, to confuse you, upset you? No, because guess what? 50 cents a dollar 50, $2, $2.50, $3, $3.50, $4, $4.50, and $5. Could these values go into infinity? Yes. Is every store just going to have 10 or charge you $5? Excuse me, excuse me, is any store just going to have only 10 pounds of strawberries? No, they can have more. You might be a company that ships out 100,000 pounds of strawberries. Okay, so that's what happens with this algorithm. We can represent those values visually to a person that really don't want to see what all of this. Most people do not want to see this math. I mean, you can do it to make a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but after you do it, you have to show it to them this way, because then they like, oh, sales, the price of it is going up, as opposed to that. Look at my values in the equation. People just don't want to see that. So that's why the graphs are there, okay? Then the next thing said, explain what the point 0, 0 means in relation to the situation described in the coordinate plane. So as you look at the 0, 0 in the coordinate plane, and you look at what's happening here, the pounds of the strawberries and the money, well, 0, 0 means one thing. You didn't get any pounds of strawberries, so then you don't pay no money. Okay, so that's that one there. And the last one is kind of challenging you. So it says, use the proportion equation that you created to find out how much you would pay for 860 bunches, or let's say pounds, because 836 pounds of strawberries. That's a lot of strawberries. Okay, so let's take a look. On the back of the paper, what I did was, and you'll do this on the same thing, you're going to get your quadrant On the back of the quadrant, you'll answer A, B, C, and D here. So for D, I took the original equation that I created. Remember, it was Y, and it was $2.50 for every pound of strawberries. But this time, as opposed to having 0, 1, or 2 pounds, I got 836 pounds. And so notice my work here. Okay, so I give the original equation, do the computation here. Substitute for the value of the x, what? 836, because x was always referring to the pounds of strawberries. Go down here and find my values. Yes, you're gonna have to show your work. Why? Because I'm nervous that some of y'all still may not know how to multiply decimal numbers, or what I call money numbers. Okay, so you will show your work there. You don't know how to do this, I suggest you practice your skill, get with your little brother or sister, watch some YouTube videos or something. Okay, because you're gonna see the situation, and I want to see this work. All right. Okay, and that's it. If you can do all those things, okay. If you can do all those things, then you'll be fine tomorrow. If you're struggling with those, as soon as I take this live video and go and throw it up on my YouTube channel, rewind. Okay, fast forward, rewind, stop. Look at it, whatever. Okay, so do that. Any other question? Any other questions before I go ahead and get out of here? Can you say it again? Nicholas, what would you like for me to say again? Because you said it. And what is it? Hobo? Wings or ring style? All right, you know, can you say? I don't know what it is. Okay. Any other comments? I'm about the C. Ah, letter C was explain what the point 00 means in relation to the situation described on the coordinate plane. All right, so we have this quadrant here, which is part of the coordinate plane. And we're at, oh, wait. Paper. That's another student's paper. Oh, man, where I put it? Hold on, Nicholas. Ah, there I go. You go mine. I was great at one. All right. So notice here, 00. What's happening? Well, here it says pounds of strawberries, and here it says money paid. Well, guess what? 0 pounds of strawberries I grabbed, so 0 amount of money do I have to pay. So that's all that is, Nicholas. Okay. Isabella, everything you see here is the type of division you're going to be seeing, all right? Think about if you was in a store, Isabella, what you might see, okay? Some items for $5.99, maybe an item two for $4, something like that, okay? So imagine store numbers. I want to see more digits, less digits. You're not going to be in the store buying grapes for like a 1 pound for $1,378. You know. So Nicholas, if you if you have 00, guess what? You have purchased zero. I mean, you have purchased. You have grabbed 0 pounds of strawberry, and because you grabbed 0 pounds of strawberries, guess what? You paid $0. That's what 0, 0 means. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense, Nicholas. Well, it ain't that you even buy anything. You didn't even grab the strawberries. Think about it. 0 means nothing. You didn't even get the strawberries. You didn't even get a pound or anything of strawberries. So if you walk in the store and walk past the strawberries and buy some chips or whatever, guess what? You ain't gonna pay for the strawberries. Yeah, basically what happened at 00 is you walked in the store, you walked past the strawberries, you bought your chips, your food, wet, you left out the store. Okay, good. Double thumb. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Other questions from anyone else? Can you be more specific with challenge D? Challenge D, listen up. It says use the proportional equation that you created. So remember the original one that you created inside this box here, number 2? So I ask you to take that one, and then it says you created to find out how much you would pay for 836 pounds of strawberries. So now this is a lot of strawberries. You're running a business now. This is not some little kitty fake stuff we're doing right now. 1 pound, 2 pound. It's like super for real. Okay. So then over there, you got 836 pounds. Well, Now, in the real world, you'd have an Excel spreadsheet or calculate boop, or something that would run this. Right now, you're going to do the actual computation. So you go over here, you take the 836 pounds of the strawberries, which is the letter X, because X represents the pounds, remember, from the unit rate. So the pounds there, right? And then you go ahead and multiply by the amount that you're going to pay per pound for the strawberries. Well, that's $2.50, represented by 2.5. Okay. And then once you do your multiplication, everything like that over there, which I must see from all students, and you go and take your value, put it right there, y equals, you would have to pay $2,090 if you wanted to purchase that 836 pounds worth of strawberries. Okay, so I hope that helps you out, Ashley. Ashley, give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to you. Ashley, Isabella, okay. Panda Express. Ashley, give me a thumbs up. Is she here? Let me see if she even here. He goes like, where is she? Where's she at? Okay, I guess I lost Ashley because I don't see a thumbs up. All right, I'm out. So I need some food, relaxing grade papers. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good luck. I really wish everybody on Friday could just marinate. Okay, so I'm really hoping that, but we'll see. Good luck to y'all all. All right, let me end this.